Hi, in this video, we are going to look at a problem called sum and multiple problem. So let's look at this example. We have Jason and his mom. They were making cookies. And what we know is that the mom bakes more, three times as much as Jason does. And we also know that together they make 80 cookies. And the question is how many cookies are made by Jason? And this is called the sum and multiple problem because here's what we know. We know the sum. Together they make 80 cookies. So the sum of Jason and Mommy together will be 80. And then on the other hand, we were told that Mom makes 3 times as much as Jason does. So here it's a multiple. Mom 3 times of Jason. Okay, so we're going to discuss the way to solve this problem. And this is very similar to another topic we discussed, sum and the difference problem, where you know together how many cookies you made, but then you know the difference between what Mommy made and what Jason made. Here, instead of difference, we have the multiple. Okay? And before we go to the detail of solving this problem, it's always a good idea to have a sense of what the answer will look like. So let's see if we want to make a guess. Just a quick guess. How many do we think that Jason made? Well, together they made 80 cookies. So if half-half, you take average, then each of them would make 40. But clearly, Mom bakes more. So Jason bakes less. So the number for Jason will be less than 40. So you will make somewhere guess like some number smaller than 40. You can try to guess 30. And if you guess 30, then that would mean the 80 will be split into 2 parts. One is 30 cookies and the other part will be 50, which makes 30 plus 50 is 80. But clearly 50 is not 3 times 30. 50 is much less than 3 times 30. Okay, so which means to make a better guess, you should make a bigger guess or smaller guess for Jason. Well, you should increase the amount that the Mom makes. So you should increase the 50 means you should decrease the 30. So you should try to make a smaller guess, and this is, to make a smaller guess, you can guess 25, for example. And this was 80 was split into 55 and 25, and then you can compare them and you see, okay, see if it works, and it doesn't work also. Okay, anyway, so that's the idea. So you know roughly what the number should be, okay? All right, now let's go to the solution of this problem. And the idea of the solution is, again, very similar to another topic we discussed for the sum or difference. We draw some graphs, and this helps us to understand the problem, okay? So we'll say, okay, Jason baked some cookies. So let's draw some cookies. And Mom bakes cookies. And clearly the part for Mom is bigger, longer. Okay, now we know is that Mom bakes 3 times as much. So what we could do is we could use a little bar to denote what Jason makes. And then the portion that Mommy makes, we can use 3 bars. 1, 2, 3 bars to represent what Mom makes, right? So now we know what will happen. If I add these together, what will be the sum? The sum, what Jason and Mom makes, well, that would be just 1 bar for Jason, 3 bars for Mom. So the total will be represented by 4 bars. And So here we have 4 of them, and we know the sum is 80. So what we know is that each bar represents 80 divided by 4. That will be 20 for each bar. And that actually gives us an answer, because this is exactly what we use to represent what Jason makes. So this will be 20, and Mom makes how much? 20, 20, 20. Well, anyway, it should be 60, and you can check the 60 plus 20 equals 80, and 60 is 3 times 20. So when you see a problem where they tell you the sum and you tell you the multiple, you can always solve it like such. Just draw a little graph, and then use the condition they give for you for the sum. You should be able to figure out the answers. All right. And next we're going to do a similar problem, but instead of sum, it will be the difference. Okay, so we're going to do a slightly different problem. So let me just edit here. Instead of sum, we'll do difference. Difference and multiple problem. Okay, so the problem would be similar stated. We have Jason and Mom baking cookies. Mom bakes 3 times as much as Jason bakes. But now instead of sum is 80, we say the difference. Okay, so Mom makes more. So if Mom makes 80 cookies more than Jason, okay? So just change the problem a little bit. Now we can ask the question again. How many are made by Jason? And so the difference is we know the multiples still like before, 3 times. Mom is 3 times Jason, still the same. But now what we know is somehow the difference. Not altogether. Well, not J, I'm sorry. M. Mom is having more than Jason. The difference is 80. So how do you solve this problem? Well, the idea is the same. Let's just use the graph to represent the situation. So we'll represent Jason's amount of cookie with the bar, like before. Okay? And Mom bakes 3 times as much, so 3 bars. Okay, now what we know? Well, we know the difference. What's the difference? Well, if you look at the difference is that these parts, they cancel each other. And these are the actual parts. So before we add up the bars, now we take the difference of bars. Which means the 2 bars adds up to be 80. So what does each bar represent? Well, it's just 80 divided by 2 equal 40. So the problem can be solved exactly as before. And so each bar represents 40, and Mom bakes 3 bars, 120, and you can check 120 minus 40 equals 80. The difference is 80, and Mom does make 3 times as much. Alright, so these 2 examples are the basic examples where you have a knowledge of the multiple and the knowledge of the difference or the sum. And given this information, we should be able to figure out how many Jason bakes and how many Mom bakes. Okay,